Hello my loves, welcome to today's reading. So today's reading, as you may have seen, it's all about your question that you had in mind when you clicked this video, and the question that you have in mind right now, it's whether it's a yes or no. So this reading, I was doing a shuffling on the camera. I say things as they are, so if it's a no, it's a no, if it's a yes, it's a yes. I just see what I see and tell you what I see. So brace yourself. I'm gonna be very straightforward, so yes, we have 4 piles to choose from. If you're new to this concept, the way it works is that you have a couple of piles to choose from, and just take a minute, a second, how much time you need, and just try to feel which pile draws your attention the most. Once you're done choosing the pile, you can scroll down to the comment section below or to the description box and click on the timestamp that corresponds to the pile that you chose. And then you're going to see whether that's a yes or a no, or maybe, who knows. But yeah, what I would recommend for this one is just through all this time that I'm talking, just have this question in your mind and feel whichever pile pulls you towards the most. That's been said, let's hop in. Hello, by number 1. So welcome to your yes or no question. Today I'm shuffling camera. So think of a question, have it in mind, and let's hop in. So let's see, will what pile number 1 thought of come true, happen, and how will it unfold? Okay, so this jumps off, also this stands out. Ooh, okay, pile number 1. You might have been thinking about somebody, a significant other. You might have been thinking perhaps if that's a soulmate of yours, or if things are gonna work out, and you'll be thinking a lot about it. I'll tell you that. I see there will be an opportunity happening with that person. So it can be that this person will come forward to you with some sort of proposition. Okay, so here's what I can see here, whether that's yes or no. I would say most likely yes. And I also tell you that you probably have asked about a connection with a significant other. You may have thought whether that's a twin flame or a soulmate. In that case, that's a yes for those who ask about that. You could be also potentially asking whether there's going to be something happening with this person. You've been thinking about this person a lot. So the Ten of Swords make me think that you've been thinking about this person. You've been wanting that person, and you've been very attached to that person, yes. I do feel like, yes, they will come forward perhaps. They just need some time, so don't overthink it. My suggestion in this particular case is just don't overthink it. I do feel like it will happen naturally, but the likable answer here is yes. Most likely yes. So it's leaning towards more yes. Let's just add a couple more cards to see more about this question of yours, whether it's a yes or a no question. Now this, okay, the 3rd chakra is a chakra of confidence, so that's a yes. That is a yes, my loves. And once again, that makes me think that you're thinking too much about this. You're thinking a lot about this. You might be too attached to this. Yin yang, yeah, definitely balance. So, okay, so this also could indicate, once again, the 2 of Cups kind of can sometimes relate to yin and yang, because this kind of complementary energy with the number 2 being very significant here. But yeah, I do feel like a lot of you, or some of you, chose this pile thinking of a significant other or asking about your soulmate, whether this is a soulmate. This is a soulmate, if you thought about that question. If it's about whether this person is going to reach out, they will. I can also see your attachment here and your thoughts. You're thinking about this person quite a bit, in fact. And I do feel like, yes, definitely whatever you're been asking to is a yes. And I do feel like you're not quite sure how to behave in the situation, but I feel like it will unfold, as I said before, naturally. The yin yang is a complementary, complementary to one another energies that just makes me think that everything just will work out the way it's supposed to be. So my suggestion in this case would be just to give it some time and just release emotionally, like just back off a little bit emotionally, because I do feel like this is a yes. This is a yes. And I do feel like you're attached to this situation quite emotionally, yes. In the very least, you think a lot about this situation and you don't want to let go of that passion of yours. Since I've seen some love here, let me just add a couple of Romance Angels Oracle cards, and we'll see what else can we see here. So what else can we see for this connection? Well, this question in particular, but I do feel like there is, for some of you, there is a connection here. So for those who ask about the soulmate or your significant other or person, We'll see honeymoon. You might be thinking about the good moments that you had together. There might be a couple of good moments that you were thinking about. Forgiving and learning. Yeah, you might have a history of this person. Yeah, if you're asking about the person. I do feel like this also talks about the fact that you need to, as I said, actually, yeah, that's exactly what it says here. As you release and heal the past, you experience more love in your present moments. So I do feel like you need to release a bit the situation, like, because I do feel like you're thinking a lot about this, like too much. You're afraid to let go of the situation, or not even afraid, but just you're holding on to this a lot. And you're not sure how to behave, but I do feel like this person will just naturally come forward with time. What I feel here is that there might have been some thoughts about this person before, memories, and so I do feel like for a lot of you this could be a person, yes, because of the Two of Cups. That makes me really, and the Queen of Wands next to it, makes me really think that a lot of you here ask about a significant other, and whether that's a soulmate or not, or what the future will come forward. In those situations, it is a yes. If you somehow ask about career, there's not much a career aspects here, so but it still would be a yes, because if you ask about career, the Knight of Pentacles energy makes me think that this offer that you're kind of asking about, it might come forward to you. So yeah, that was a short reading about whether or not, is it a yes or no, whatever question you had in mind when you chose this pile. That's it for this pile. Hope you enjoyed this very short reading. Hopefully it was helpful to you. Let me know in the comment section below what you think about it, if you feel like it, and feel free to comment, like and subscribe to this channel if you of course feel like it. That was it for the day. I hope you have a wonderful morning, afternoon, in general, wonderful day, and I'll be seeing you around. Bye. Hello, pile number twos. So if you chose the second pile, which is not yet shuffled, and we'll do it now, then you have a question in mind. Then hold into that question, and we're gonna just have a look right now. What is the answer? Whether it's a no, yes, maybe. We'll see what the answer is, and possibly how this will unfold in the future. So pile number twos, whether that's a yes or no. Is it a yes or no to what they have in mind? Okay. Oh, they just came forward. Okay, I do feel like you've been waiting on something for a long time, or for some time. There could be a couple of scenarios here. It could be that you have been waiting for also something really important. On the back of the deck, we have the Magician. Sometimes I'll look at the back of the deck, and on the front we have the Ace of Cups. So yeah, it will turn around. The Magician is a card that kind of like of those manifestations and magical things happen, like a situation resolving, a crisis of a situation resolving in the most greatest way possible, basically. And we see here with the Ace of Cups, like something new starts off. So I don't feel that particularly it's about love or career. So whoever chose this pile might have been thinking, like, you might have had a diversification of questions. But it does feel here that for some of you, it could be an element of competition. So if you're asking about career, it could be that you're not quite sure. You applied maybe for a job, or you starting to your own business, but you're worried about competition perhaps, and you're not sure if you're going to make it or not. There are going to be some really fast insights that are going to make you feel much more confident about this, because I feel like emotionally you really want to do this. It just, there might be some doubts in terms of competition, most likely. And the Knight of Swords here is a very fast-moving energy, and it feels like he's bringing the clarity, that sword to this Queen of Swords, you see. I do feel like you will receive the clarity. You will receive it, and it's going to be very abrupt. It's going to be very fast. And afterwards, like, look at this balanced kind of like balanced images emotionally, and clear in terms of clear mind. So you will feel, know, and understand the situation better, and if you feel so, the news that you were expecting will come forward. So it could be for a lot of you who chose this pile thinking of career. Yes, you will know the answer quite soon. And now, whether it's a yes or no, I do want to mention that you will know the answer on your own very soon. You will know the answer very soon, because it's something like abrupt, but I feel like you've been waiting for this quite a bit and wondering, but you will know, you will know the answer very soon. Let me add more cards and I'll definitely tell you yes or no. So, pile number 2, whatever they had in mind when they chose this pile, it is a yes or a no. Probably also should mention that whenever I was shuffling this pile, I don't feel drawn that easily to the cards, which means that a lot of you could have chosen this pile, or there are very diversified questions here. Okay, now we have love, and also I was attracted to this one. Yeah, not enough clarity of the swords. So the clarity that you expect will come later. It could be also about love, because the Queen of Cups is talking about emotions as well. But thinking woman, come on, give me one more straightforward answer. One more straightforward answer, whether it's a yes or no. It all emphasizes on the fact that you will know. I'll tell you that. Because here, the third eye is about knowing, intuition, about understanding. Thinking woman, I think it refers to you, whether you're a man or a woman, doesn't matter. But I feel like it refers to you because of the thinking. And the butterfly here is a progress. So, I do feel that most likely, if you're asking whether you're going to get this job or not, I can't really tell you for this pile, but I can tell you that you will know very soon. So with the Goddess of Moon, this equivalents to me to the Moon card about something that is not clear enough. The clarity that you seek, you will know it. Some of you could potentially be asking for a lover, but it could be also that you were asking about something that you love doing in terms of profession. Whichever it is, you will receive the news quite fast. You've been waiting for those news, thinking about them quite a bit. Emotionally, you've been very much wanting them. You might have been thinking about the competition element, whether it's relationships or your workplace. The competition element has been making you a bit anxious. Whatever that means for you. And yeah, it emphasizes here that you will know the answer very abruptly soon. Let me add a bit more cards and we'll see more. So we'll shuffle you some Moonology cards, whether it's pile number 1, pile number 2, yes or no to the question. The answers that you need are coming. I mean, I keep repeating myself, I guess, at this point of time, right? The answers that you want will come, but they will actually come. I do see that they will come real abruptly. What you're asking about, you will know it. You will know it. I can't tell whether it's yes or no because it's very diversified, but I don't feel anything negative. I do feel like the situation will evolve quite naturally and optimistically. So whatever the result of the situation is, it happens for the best. I do feel like it. I do feel like it happens for the best, and there's so much clarity here. The answers that you need are coming. You will receive them definitely through communication. Yeah. Hope that was helpful. It was a direct no or yes question, but I do feel like what you're asking, you will receive that answers very soon, and I do feel like it will work for the best for you. Pile number 2s, that's for sure. Okay, that was a very short reading. Hope you were able to enjoy it. Let me know in the comment section what you think. I wasn't able to say a specific no or yes because it's very diversified. I do feel like the specific pile, but I do feel like it works for the best. So that's a small hint, I guess, in this particular situation. But yeah, let me know in the comment section what you think. Feel free to like and subscribe if you feel like it, of course. And I'm wishing you a great day. I'll be seeing you again in my next readings, hopefully. Bye! Hello, my beautiful pile number 3s. If you chose the pile that is not shuffled yet, but it's the pile number 3, then this is the pile for the question that you had in mind when you were choosing the pile. So much pile. My English is just doing fabulous today. Anyways, have this question in your mind still, and let's see what is going to be happening for you. Whether that's a yes or no. So, pile number 3. Is it a yes or no to the question that pile number 3 asked? Ooh. Okay, so we have element of patience here. Again, something you've been waiting for. Let's see what else we have here. Pile number 3. Some of you might have been asking for career or some sort of practical material resolutions. Oops. I'm sorry. Okay. I'll say it as it is. Also, if you look at the back of the deck, we see the 2 of Swords. Sometimes it can just mean rejection and no. No, pile number pile number 3 is whatever you've been asking for. It's a very, very, it's a very direct no. I do feel like you've been waiting for this question that you're asking for quite a bit. And since we're having the Page of Pentacles, it's about a fascination, expectation, excitement, also about some material, practical changes happening. So I think you've been waiting for that. But it feels like, so for those who ask about job, well, in any case, whoever chose this pile, whatever the question is, it feels like the resolution of this with the 3 of Swords and the 5 of Pentacles is a no. So don't get disappointed. That means that there is a much better future. There's a different opportunity. I don't feel like you particularly were super freaking attached to this, but it's something that you were very fascinated about and probably expected for a bit. You might not have heard back from this particular situation for a while, whether that's a lover, whether that's your career or finances. Whatever you ask about, unfortunately, for the time being, for now, it seems like the Tarot says no. But let's add more cards and see, maybe we see something else about your situation. So, pile number 3s. Yes or no? Happy family. Envy. So some of you could ask about relationships, yeah. I do feel like I want to pull one more card, so I'm just gonna put them here. I'll just take this one. And the Patience in reverse. So in some cases, the Patience in reverse can indicate that either way that the waiting time is over or just dropping the project. For some of you, with the 3 of Swords also can indicate heartbreak in terms like it generally indicates sadness, and the 5 of Pentacles indicates some sort of losses. Now, the happy family here next to the Envy makes me think that perhaps you were expecting a relationship either way to start, or so some of you may have asked about relationships, and some of you might have seen maybe you thought and saw like some really like nice relationships that develop around you, and you were like feeling this sort of like envy, not envy necessarily in a bad way, that's just like, why is it not happening in my life, and when is it going to happen? And you're just like very waiting for this. For those who ask about the specific perhaps person, it's a no. Yeah, but in general I think it's a no. But actually, look at this, the angel balance tells us that this is going to resolve in a positive direction. So you'll find your balance. I don't feel like, yes, you're going to be sad sometime about this, but I don't feel like it's like groundbreaking. I think you will move on quite fast, because I do feel like the Patience in reverse next to the angel balance, I do feel like you will recover from this. You will recover from this quite fast. So whatever you ask about, unfortunately, my loves, is a no for now, but it feels like you'll recover and you find your balance, and I'm pretty sure you're going to move to different, better direction, because everything that happens happens for the best for us. Let us just see a bit more. Which should I shuffle you? Let me shuffle you the Moonology Oracle cards and we'll see. So yeah, the Moonology. So let's see what is going to be some extra information that we can see for your particular situation. So point number 3, the yes or no question. What else can we see about it? Okay, a win-win outcome. I'll take on the top card here. So a win-win outcome with the full moon in Libra. I do feel like the fact that this one happened, what you're asking about, is actually going to benefit you, as I said before, with the balance. I do feel like the balance is a prominent thing here. You'll find your balance. You will find, I think, you will see that events lead you towards the direction that you're supposed to head towards too. Let's take another card from Moonology and see what else can we see here. Oopsie. Personal issue reaches resolution. So yeah, some of you could actually be asking about a family, or a personal issue, which basically refers to emotional parts, like your emotional state, your relationships with people, maybe a significant other, maybe you had a person in mind. But it will resolve. So it talks about the fact that you will get the answers, And however this is gonna resolve, it's a win-win outcome for you. You will find your balance and you will feel much more at ease. And I don't think it's gonna take that much time actually, because with the patience, as I said before, in reverse, it makes me think that it's gonna like happen, like this balance, this kind of win-win outcome. You'll move on to this stage quite fast, relatively fast. Yeah, I don't feel like it's gonna drag too long. You'll feel again balanced and kind of like understanding that whatever happens for the best. Okay, that's all I can see for you. This was a short reading about whether or not it's a yes or no to a particular question that you had in mind when you clicked this pile and this video. I'm sorry I couldn't bring you better news, but I still hope you enjoyed the video. Let me know in the comment section whatever resonated, whatever didn't. Feel free to like and subscribe if you feel like it, of course. And yeah, have a great day, and I'll be seeing you in my next readings. Bye! Hello, pile number 4s. Welcome to today's reading. So today's reading is about your question that you have in mind the moment you click this video, the moment you chose this pile. So let's figure out whether it's a yes or no, and we're also going to have a look at your situation. I'll try to see where it's heading towards to, and some suggestions that are particular to your situation. We're also going to have a look at that. That's been said, let's shuffle in your cards. So I have this question in mind, and let's begin. So pile number 4, is it a yes or a no to the situation that they're asking about? This draws my attention. And I'll take you one more. I'll get you one more card. And that's very controversial. I'll get you, I guess, another card. Because I was feeling that it was a yes, but no. Oh! Also on the back of the deck, we have the Ace of Cups and the 4 of Pentacles in the front. Ace of Cups, something new. Okay. Interesting. That's a bit conflicting to see because, like, honestly, when you get the 8 of Cups, you usually would think that's a no, but I don't think that's necessarily the case. Whatever you might actually refer to the situation that you ask. So maybe you ask about something new that you want to start. Perhaps you start a new business, or you want to move to a new place. Perhaps you apply to a university somewhere abroad, or at the very least in a different location. It could be that the 8 of Cups also talks about moving from one emotional place to another. So I'm going to explain a little bit the situation. Whichever question you had in mind, it feels like you're very determined about it and you feel very strong about the decision. And yet there's this emotional attachment from something. So this situation might involve you to move to a different place, or it just could mean that you need to leave the situation to move to something new. So maybe you ask whether you should leave something and move on to something new. In this particular case, the answer is yes. It also could refer to whether you're going to get, if you ask about whether you're going to get a promotion or not, it could be, it's a yes, but it could be that there is something that you have to give up in the process. Or maybe it's different what you expected before. But I feel like you're very sure about this question. Even when you came here, like, you have a sense of clarity about the situation, actually, by number 4. And whatever's happening, I do feel like whatever you ask about, it is starting. Whether that's exactly the same thing that you asked here, or something of a similar nature, of a similar field that you asked, but something is definitely coming forward in a material aspect. So it could be, a new job, a new opportunity. It could be even a new relationship in terms of, like, materially, you finally, like, physically, not materially, physically you started. Like, you actually physically meet, I mean. But let's get more cards and see a bit more what we can see here. So pile number 4, whether that's a yes or no question, answer. Yes or no, pile number 4. This one. Okay, relocation. I do have a feeling that you have a relocation issue here. Okay, let's get a bit more. This one. Don't worry. If that's finances you're worried about, the finances will come. Then, let's see. Definitely will come. The Magician is so the Magician and the Mirror. Also, if you look at the deck, I'm always looking in the front and the back. You have the 4th chakra on the back of the deck, and you have in the front the Angel of Strength, same as the Strength here. So you are really, as I said before, confident. Like, not even confident, but you really like that idea. You really feel that you want it. You feel like there's determination about this idea. That's the word. It might require for some of you to relocate, yes, and Whether you're asking whether it's going to be possible to make this opportunity, yes, pile number 4, it is possible to make that opportunity happen. You might be worried about finances. So this opportunity might have something to do with your finances. So if you're applying for university, obviously that would require some investment. I do feel like the situation will improve. So whatever you ask about, it will improve and it will get better. I do feel like the Ace of Pentacles talks about some help reaching forward to you, some new opportunities, some material or physical things happening that make this question of yours head to a positive direction for you. So whether it's exactly what you ask about, it could be a yes, or it could be that just with some adjustments, it is a yes, what you asked about. The Magician and the Mirror means that in a crisis situation, the Magician card always makes me think in the tarot deck that it has to do with being able to find the strength, the amazing solution in a situation that in a critical crisis situation. So there is something that you might have been perhaps worried about, concerned about, and it will get resolved, I see, with the Magician and the Mirror. Now, I do feel like I want to pull you another card. I'll pull you the Moonology cards here. So let's see what else can we see for this particular question of yours and whether there's going to be any extra information that we can see. So pile number 4, yes or no question. The energy is gaining momentum, so that makes me think that yes, it is happening for you. It is happening. So even if you had, like, I feel like you're very determined about this decision of yours. You really want it. And there's some insecurities perhaps in terms of finances of a sort, or yeah, some sort of like finance, I think it's the key here, but I do feel like, as I said before, it gets resolved one way or another. So the energy is gaining momentum. So adjustments will happen, but the answer to this question is yes. So let's get you one more card. And I'll tell you what else I can see for you. Pile number 4. Communication is the key. So yeah, maybe, as I said before, support is coming towards your way from somewhere. Support. And also, if you look at the deck, once again, you have to be bold and make the first move, and your commitment is being tested. So there's a lot about being determined here, but I think that's not a problem for you, pile number 4, is because I do feel like you are determined. You are a determined person in terms of this specific thing that you're asking about. So yeah, communication with a new moon. So this new opportunity will come probably from some sort of communication. You'll figure this out one way or another. It could be for some of you that support comes forward, or that you have this new insight or material possibility. Yeah, this new material, physical opportunity coming through that kind of resolves the situation and brings you a yes to your question with a certain adjustments in between, but a yes. Okay, that's it. That's all I can see for you. Hope you enjoyed this reading. It was a short one. Hope you were able to resonate. Let me know in the comment section below what you think about this reading and whether you would like perhaps in the future to have more of those. But yeah, feel free also to like and subscribe if you feel like it, of course. And I'm wishing you a great day, and I'll be seeing you in my next videos.